Joining us to talk more about the latest UFO revelations is investigative journalist and NewsNation special correspondent Ross Coulthart. Ross, it is good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
Good evening, Natasha.
Let's start with the Jellyfish UFO video released by Jeremy Corbell. This is over a U.S. base in Iraq. What do you make of this video surprising so many people this week?
Look, the problem, there's one issue I have with that video, and it's an issue with a lot of imagery that we see of UAPs. I don't doubt that it's come from sources who've told Jeremy and George Knapp that it is a UAP. The issue with the video is that we're told that it descended into water and then it came out of the water after 17 minutes and was seen to head off at speed at 45 degrees, which suggests some kind of intelligent control. The problem is, the best part of the description of the account is not on video. So it doesn't bear out on video what we're being told happened in that incident in Iraq. And whilst I'm not saying it's not a UAP, I'm not the person that's been talking to the sources that have told George and Jeremy this. I do wonder, though, whether it's possible to get more of the video to be able to validate it further.
Yeah, I really appreciate you bringing this up because Jeremy, as you say, has claimed that the extended version of this video shows the UFO diving underwater, re-emerging 17 minutes later at this high rate of speed, this angle you mentioned. To your knowledge, does any man-made tech have that sort of trans-medium capability?
There are some drones that are in development that are capable of going underwater and then coming out into the air. But I think what we're seeing here is an object that's not consistent with normal drone technology. It's something completely off the wall, frankly, in terms of what we would think of as something that's capable of doing that kind of movement. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that entry and exit into and out of the water, so it's very, very hard to make a conclusion.
Ross, why wouldn't he release that extended part of the video?
Look, I can't speak for Jeremy, but maybe he doesn't have it. I mean, sources are often very difficult people, sometimes for very good reasons. They don't leak a full video. I've been in that experience myself. It's a very frustrating game working as a journalist, dealing with sources on this UAP issue. There might be identifying marks on the video at that point which would allow the source to be identified. I don't know. I mean, from what I understand, though, I understand Jeremy said that the object was under observation and seen to enter the water and then to exit the water after 17 minutes. So maybe the simple explanation is he didn't get a copy of the video showing the entry and the exit to and from the water, but his sources have told him that that was the case. It's frustrating, but frankly, we journalists are only ever as good as the sources that feed us.
Agreed and understood. Ross, this was a topic coming up that really piqued my interest tonight. You were approached with new video we hadn't seen from Sydney, Australia, of a similar looking UFO. You have not been able to verify if this object is unidentified in nature. What are we seeing here? When was this taken? And how does it compare to the other jellyfish video from Iraq?
I was approached by somebody from Sydney who I haven't been able to contact back to actually ask to be able to name them, but they're happy for me to use and describe the video. And essentially it does look like a jellyfish. And in the actual audio of the video, the guy, while he's filming it, describes how it looks like a jellyfish. The problem I have, and journalistically, I can't reach any conclusion on this video. We just don't know enough about it. It could be a bunch of party balloons that have been stuck together and put up in the sky. But the gentleman that I engaged with online who told me that he'd recorded this video just in the last few weeks, he said it didn't look like balloons. But the simple fact is, I personally think we can't reach conclusions about this kind of imagery. We have to look for default to prosaic possible explanations, mundane explanations. And I think, frankly, the most likely explanation is that it's a bunch of party balloons. Let's conclude that until we hear evidence otherwise. But I'm told there are anomalous objects seen like this jellyfish shape all over the world. I've been in touch also with somebody from Eastern Europe who's told me that they've been seen over there. The simple fact is we need sharper cameras and we need better quality vision overall to make sure that we can actually make any conclusions about this kind of imagery.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.